Hey you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Molebo Fynn and it's so great to have you here. Listen, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you've been here, thank you for staying around until this far. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to share this video, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, do all things YouTube channel watches, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so today I am a mom for a week. So it's a week anniversary for a new mommy right here. It's been 7 days and it's so amazing. And I just wanted to give you like a quick, literally like quick update of being a mom for 7 days. And yes, and please don't even try to wonder when I'm gonna do my hair. I'm not going to do it anytime soon. Let's give it 4 months. Yes, yes. I mean, I'm gonna be here for the next 3.5 months, so why not keep it here with hair food and not comb it? So just come out of the shower, put food for the hair, and you know what? Anyways, listen, you guys. Oh, by the way, can you see my nice looking night dress? I made it, and if you want to see how I made it, maybe you are interested in making one yourself, or you're just interested in seeing how the whole process went. I will just link up a um a video somewhere so that you can watch it. So obviously at the end of the video I will put it up so that you can watch it and see how I made this. So baby's only 7 days, and yeah, I have a lot to do today. So this is just like walking you through my day today, and I'm obviously just giving you a quick recap of how the past 7 days has been. So one, the biggest milestone for me was that the baby's umbilical cord has already fallen. It fell when he was 4 days. So yeah, that is so big. And then I also saw him I fell for the whole pacifier thing, but you know, that's a story for another day. We will talk about it. Um, Remember, we're learning, unlearning, and relearning. You know what? It's okay. It's okay to, you know, when you are there, to realize that certain things are there to save you time and to buy you time. So, obviously, right here, 7 days, there's obviously a whole thing of building a new routine, taking care of a whole human being, because I'm someone's mother. So being a new mom is so amazing. Um, so I saw him, so I had pacified him. So then it went out of his mouth. Then I saw him take his honey hands and try to put it back. And then it actually went back. And it's happened quite a few times now. And I was like, I think it was literally like, I think in 4 days or 3 days. And I was just like, yeah, yeah, God does his thing. It's just so amazing. So before I went into labor, I had an order. So now, I did. I had to make 5 bucket hats for a client. Five, like it's a sample that they have to go present. So I had to embroider them first. So I did that before I left because I asked God to buy me time. Then he did. He really did give me the time. So I did that, and now last night I was cutting, and then today I'm actually finishing. So today is a Friday, and the order has to be out Sunday, but I'm going to finish it. But tomorrow they're gonna come pick it up. So yes, I am. Before that, I am going to pump the milk. I've already pumped on my left, my right boopity boop. So now I'm gonna do on my left. It's so full and so, guys. Also, one thing that I've learned is that because with me, I've never really liked boobs because of my career. Obviously, I'm a performer, and you know, I just felt they were just going to be heavy for me, and I've just never had them, so it was never a thing for me. I would look at, if I saw someone else's boobs, I'd be like, oh, okay, they look nice. It's just for them, you know, those kind of things. But all of a sudden, I think I just swore like 32A, if not 13 to 14, if and we're okay with that. The next thing, I think I'm a D, but it's fine. I love it. I love it here. This is good food for someone. This is God's provision. Um, um, and how just the body just does its own thing. Like, guys, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. So Master Fynn is sleeping, as always. Apparently they sleep 17 to 19 hours. That's fine. That will buy me time to do the stuff I need to do. I'm obviously still healing. I induced naturally. Um, and I was induced, yeah, the induction. Then went natural. So I had like a stitch. So it's still healing. So I don't move around a lot. And then, yeah, you wash it with some chlorides, sodium chlorides, coarse salts, basically. Um, yes. Yeah, some people did it twice a day. I'm gonna do it 3 times. I'm trying to speed up the whole thing because, again, peeing is a thing that, you know, is not so pleasant, but yeah, we thrive. We win. So yeah, let me just go pump the other. So again, one amazing thing is that obviously with the pumping, um you the first day, I obviously did a lot of research before going into labor, but I just want to encourage someone out there to say, you know um girls, the Holy Spirit's got you. It is me talking. I will not finish any video without talking about the Holy Spirit. So it's just the thing of really, like, information will never feel enough. um and once you are in the thing, you will know what to do. God has just given you a gift as a mother. It's like you're just being transformed into this your whole new level, and suddenly you just know what to do. And that is so beautiful because, yeah, you get to see yourself moving. You don't feel stuck. For me, that's that. So I read up on when is milk gonna come. That was my thing. I was like, well, is it gonna come the first day, whatever? And then I obviously like did some research on it, and I found that you can activate your breast into getting into that. But really, when the child comes and they start sucking, the liquid gold colostrum, you think it's not enough until it's enough, until the milk starts flowing out of your boobs. And then because you just see drops or whatever, you think it's not enough. But dude, God knows what he's doing. He built a whole human inside of you. He knows what's good for them. So if he says a drop of water will be good for the next 3 days, it's exactly that. Exactly that. Like, I wish I could explain it to you, but I cannot. Hey? So, yeah. And milk will just start coming out. So, obviously, the first few days you think milk is not coming out, but you just see this liquid. But the nurses are telling you it's enough. And yes, you build a routine, obviously, of feeding baby for like what's this with me, I was feeding baby for, they would advise me to feed baby for like 10 to 15 minutes, just feeding, and then every 4 hours, right? So I just have to make sure that when baby wakes up, or they go and wake him up, then we burp him first. Then after burps, then we feed him, and then after feeding, then we burp him again. And obviously at that time, he will want to sleep. That's what they do to grow. It's fine. I also just figured through research that they sleep 17 to 19 hours. So let the kids grow. Like, I'm not gonna force them to stay up with anything. And with someone of my nature, I will use that time. But again, in this 7 days, it's been such a pleasure to have him up every single time, because when he sleeps, I sleep. Hey, baby. When he sleeps, I sleep. I don't play. But obviously, in the afternoon, I don't sleep as much because I am not used to sleeping. But when he's sleeping, I sleep. Like, if I need to take a nap and he takes a nap first, I help him take the nap, because you know what, at the end of the day, I am just going to need it more. So obviously, when he wakes up and I wake up, I'm rested and I feel excited to see him. Like, I'm happy to see him because we're both rested, you know. So I have all the time, I have all the energy. So the one thing I learned is that you rest. When you rest, use the time, rest. Don't want to catch up on anything unless it's like now in the daytime. Then I can do whatever I need to do while he's sleeping, because my body's not used to sleeping when it's daytime. It's time to work or it's time to do something. So I do that. But now I'm going to use the time to finish the order. Right, right. What other thing? Oh, also, just, you know, building a routine of, okay, him, when he's uncomfortable, when he's crying, what are the things I do? The first thing I do is obviously, um, I will try to feed him, and then if he's still crying, I would kind of pick up at some sort of uncomfort. Should be the nappy. Then after the nappy, usually like it's done. So for me, the cry, it's usually I'm hungry or I'm uncomfortable about something. So that has been a routine that has been built, and it's been consistent. Like, I never got it wrong for the past 7 days. Let me say 6 days. Yeah, because the first day we didn't really spend time together. Yes, and then yeah, just always yeah, you know me, I speak to my child all the time. I pray with him, I sing with him. I don't think I'm making noise for him. I sing with him, I pray with him. um he usually falls asleep when I start praying. Okay. You will hear my prayers in your dreams, babes. Yes. I'm building a new routine of when to pray, when to read, when to listen to sermons. But like, I don't stop living. I don't stop living my life. He's there. He's a blessing. And he also has to live this life, because I want to groom him in the ways of the Lord, so that when he is old enough, he does not depart from them. So obviously, the routine still has to continue, building my relationship with God, listening to sermons, listening to music, reading, all those things. I do them. So when do I do them? I read when I'm breastfeeding. Like, usually when I'm breastfeeding is the time where he's focusing on his own thing. I do not neglect him, and then I also do my own thing. My husband is calling. I'll continue with the video. So yes, my husband called. He's getting some more thread or cotton, if I can say that for me. Um, I'm back. So I'm back in the other room. So I wanted to show you something. So I had already pumped from the right. From the right, I pumped how much? 60 mils. And I've been, what is it, 60? Yeah, it is 60. Oh, it's almost 60. It's like 55, 51, 52. Okay, but what I'm saying is, literally, so I'm breastfeeding. I'm only breastfeeding. I'm not using formula, nothing whatsoever, because it's just been a thing for me that I just saw this as a provision from God, that I do not have to worry on what I will provide my child with in terms of food. Food comes from the Lord. And breasts are a very practical example of that. Like, tell me about other foods that come from human body. None whatsoever. I can't think of any. If you can think of something, just put it down in the comments down below, and then just let me know what it is, so that I can go and experiment that. But otherwise, milk is the provision that I know for sure, you know. So I'm gonna do the whole breast milk only for the next 6 months. Yes, so I have to be pumping, and also My husband helps me a lot because in the evening I really sleep. And then, like now, I've just expressed now. This is a breast pump. I bought this for like 600 rand, 700, 600. This is a Chico brand. Um, I bought it at Baby City. Um, yeah, it's just one of those investments that I don't know if you have any other way of pumping, expressing without. I've never watched anything on that because I wasn't willing to do any of that. But if you have any other method that we can help someone out there, maybe who doesn't necessarily have the budget to actually go and buy a breast pump, I'm definitely not buying an electric breast pump, whatever, because I was just like, no ways, I'm not paying for that. No, I am not. What did our mothers do back then? So the manual breast pump was the least I could do in this case. I am definitely, like, if I see why I shouldn't be spending money on something, trust me, I will not. And not because I'm what. No, I'm not what. But how did people live before all those things came? Because now, I think with today's pregnancy, people, you'll buy so many things, and I wonder, but how did I grow up? Like, if my mother didn't know about these things that I'm trying to buy, you know? So I'm just saying, like, sometimes it makes it unpleasant if maybe you don't have all the budget that people are talking about, you know. Um, but also, like, all your money now is now gonna go to all these things that I bought. No, man. That I don't think pregnancy and baby coming has to make you feel that way. I feel like you still need to have a life, still need to be able to celebrate yourself, your family, still be able to think outside baby's life. So that's just me. So I expressed, they call it expressing. So I think I can only think of espresso when you drink. I don't drink coffee, so anything with caffeine. Uh, does it even have? Anyways, yes. So I'm gonna express on the right. So I was, yeah. You can see, like, look at how big. Like, for me, this is massive. This is, what is this? Because I've never had that before. I feel like those wrestling ladies with like such huge boobs. That's what I feel like. So usually, like now, I picked this thing up on Friday. That because I've never really had like my breasts get full. So now that they are full, they get sore and hard. So now I know I need to empty them. And the more you breastfeed, the more the milk will come. The more you express, the more the milk will come. My Yesterday was my first time I expressed within one moment, like both boobs. I expressed 150 mil, and I was so impressed because that's an entire bottle, you guys. And then we gave baby in the middle of the night, and then my husband was like, no, he drank 90, and then when he woke up again around 4, then he drank um, the whole 60. And then it was in the morning when he was hungry. Then, like, throughout the day, I breastfeed. And then in the night, I just need to have milk ready, and then my husband will do the night shift. So that is also how it helps me. That I really do rest. I really do get rested. My child is a blessing. My husband is a super blessing. Like, he's really fathering his child. So, he's the one, the diaper person, whatever, unless he's not here. And now I'm expressing on the right. I'm definitely not showing you any of my boobs, nothing whatsoever. But however, I will tag this other lady that I learned how to express from. She's South African. So for me, that was a win because I knew exactly what she meant. And I even forgot her name, but I will link her YouTube link a YouTube channel in the description. So all you have to do is scroll through my description, and then I'll say the expressing milk lady. She will teach you like how to express milk with manual with a manual breast pump. So and then she will show you everything. But now I'm expressing as we speak, and milk is coming out because my milkshake brings Marvin in the yard. So yeah, so now I'm expressing. After expressing, I am going to finish the order. So yeah, this is going to be my day today, but I just wanted to give you like a quick recap. um on the past 7 days, it's 7 days postpartum. And oh, I also wanted to say that, okay, let me just stop expressing for now because I feel like I'm looking at you weird. Okay. Stop expressing a bit. This is how far we are. I'm on 120. Yay! Um, because Master Fynn wanted his milkshake, so I had to stop expressing from that side. Okay. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I was talking about the 7 days postpartum in terms of the body. Um, the body has to recover. Obviously, your baby was big, but now it's still big. But at this point, it's big without any human being. Yeah. So there are obviously all these tricks and tracks that people, like older people, will tell you about. Yes. Okay. So the first one that people talk about, hey baby. So the first one that like older people will talk about is that you must um fasten your waist with like fabric, right? To make it flat. Okay, okay. Right, you fasten your waist, but like you obviously breathe in and then you fasten, right? So that everything that has been spread out because of the baby, like your body parts just come back in place and your tummy goes back in place and all those things. And also to do everything lying down, for instance, eating, and then spend most of your time lying on your tummy. I tried both. What works for me is the lying down with your tummy. Hey, baby. So, lying down on your tummy is the one that I prefer the most. I tried tying the tummy thing. It was very uncomfortable. My back was hurting, and yeah, but I can still see the difference, even though it's going to be gradually, guys. I'll work on my body when I work on my body, but I do am lying down so that it goes back. And then obviously I don't expect it to be a six-pack. Woo, let me stop. So this is how I'm going to be shooting content. If Master is crying, everything stops. I'm lying on my tummy when I'm eating and all those things. And yeah, sometimes yeah, I felt like my body parts were over the show. Um, and yeah, I think yes. So, but I'm lying down in like most of the time when I'm on my laptop, working, eating, napping, sleeping. I'm on my tummy most of the time. Um, yeah, and it does get to feel better. Um, but again, yeah, I think that's all I can recap on now. But if there's anything that you maybe think I could have possibly learned by now in 7 days, please ask in the comments, or please advise on whatever you want to advise. Um, yes, and obviously, I've learned a lot of ways to produce more milk, but the simplest way is drink a lot of water and eat a lot of food. Because the food you eat help make the milk and help make the quantity. So the more the quantity means the more food you have to eat. One of the foods that actually make, apparently, that's apparently, every morning I drink rooibos. I still do that, especially, apparently, not especially, apparently in Gomas, if you drink a glass before you sleep, or 2 glasses will do the thing. I haven't tried it. My friend did, and she says, yo, overflow, yeah. Also eating oats that's super watery, like you drink it. Yes, and then my belly. And then what else? Like, but there's a lot of things that people are doing out here. Apparently, one of the nurses said to me, Coke. The sisters at the the hospital said Coke. Um, so yeah. Let me know what else I can add, because I obviously want to express more. I'm happy with how I'm expressing now, but if I can express 500 liters a day, I'm all for it. So that, once we've picked up momentum and we've gotten out of the house, I still always have tons and tons of bottles, trucks, that I travel with, so that I can feed him via bottle and not have to take a maboop in the streets. So, yeah. Anyways, that is all for today. And let me know what you want to know more or what I can try. Listen, we're out here helping each other. And this is going to be under my playlist of motherhood, which means motherhood. And this is like just episodes of journeying into this motherhood. Bye, you guys. Until the next video. Ciao, Bella.